break down your name. I meant to ask you that earlier, but I know it's Kyle, the Microwave Man. Then you just go by Microwave Man. But what makes you go with that moniker for your rap name?
Kyle is my government. That's what my mom and daddy named me.
Okay.
And the microwave, man, that just came from fucking around, you know, microwave. It was catchy and you know, all the old niggas used to fuck with the stove. In my generation, we fuck with the microwave. So I just ran with it. It was catchy and you know, all the rap names kind of be recycled. You know what I'm saying? Niggas be using other niggas' names and that always been some goofy shit to me. So I wanted something original and I liked it. It was catchy, so I ran with it.
Keep it real. Like you said, it's catchy, but it's obviously different. And your music content, although you rapping about street related stuff, it's in a different style than a lot of people. Man, when you first started dropping music, did it take a minute for people to gravitate to it, or did people initially just jump on to what you was putting out there and build a buzz?
Where I'm from, it took off. Where I'm from,
Mm.
it took off because I've been on my shit. Like I've been getting money. I've been popping my shit. I've been you know, my name was buzzed already where I was from before I was microwave. Like it ain't no nigga who from where I'm from who don't know who I am and know where I stand on and know what's up with me. And so when I started dibbling in music, my area took a liking to it first. Then it started spreading over into other parts of the city. And I feel like you could hear my music and you might like it, but once you meet me, you my fan. You know, you gonna fuck with me because I'm a genuine dude. So I feel like that's when my shit. Once I start dealing with people and interacting and you know being more of a social type of person, then I feel like my buzz start growing.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, just a couple more for you. Man, I know, like you said, you was doing the volumes 1 through 10. You know, although you locked up, man, you got out more albums that a lot of your peers have recorded. You know, just on the streets so far. Can you break down just your creative process and your work ethic and I also was curious to know out of all those projects, man, what is your favorite one personally?
I get that a lot. All that music represent parts of my life, man, and that it covers it so good that part of my life. But the fourth habitual was just more music, so I feel like I gave them so much for the money, like you know. And then back then we was selling CDs. We was getting download money too, but you know I was getting money off my CDs. Like we was bumping through 5,000, 10,000 CDs out the gas station, $10 a piece. You know what I'm saying? And we was selling them for 12 and 15, and I was letting the gas station eat. So that fourth habitual though, because it was so much. Like I gave niggas so much money. So much music for the money. And the creative process always been like we just go, like we go at it. You know, we get money through the day, and then towards the night we just go to the yo. We go to the yo, and I was blessed to have so many good producers. I had K Money, I had my brother Boss Vega, I had PC and Flawless the Olympics. I had producers who I fucked with for real, like in real life, not just on no music shit. So I always had like beats galore. So as much as I wanted to rap, I had beats to rap on, and the process was easy because I always had a studio. I always had my own studio, so I never was out of my comfort zone. I never felt like I wasn't safe. So the process was easy, and it's something that I like to do. Like I didn't do it for money. I didn't do it to portray to be something I'm not. I do it because I felt like I was cold with that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, for sure, for sure. Well, out of all of that music and just as far as like the different features from the L.O.Ms to the Team Eastsides to the Dope Boys Cash Outs to the hard work jigs and the 7 Mile Cleaves, so on and so forth. Are there any like memories that stand out? Do you have like a favorite memory or a couple of favorite memories you can share with the listeners as far as like recording with people?
Memories. Me and Clee got a lot. Me and Clee used to get so high when we be going. So me and Clee got a lot of good memories. A lot of songs just came from bullshit. Like we'll be he'd come and I had so many shit, and he would just pick songs he want to jump on. So me and Clee got a lot of good memories.
And shout out to 7 Mile Clee. He put your face.
Shout out to Clee, man. That's my motherfucking brother. I talk to him damn near every day, man. And he's still going crazy, man. Shout out to Clee. Yeah. If they ain't hip to Clee, man, they better tap in, man.
He dropping like he was dropping like how you was dropping when you was out, bro.
Yeah, I taught him good, man. He followed the recipe, man. You know, it's gonna work too. Jig, I remember me and Jig was recording time and he had his homeboy Block with him, man. R.I.P. Block. Him and Block slid through and we was at the studio. Who else? It's so many, man. I got so many features. Payroll. I remember when I did the shit with Payroll. Payroll so underrated, man. Mm-hmm. He gets some of the recognition, but I feel like he supposed to get more recognition. Payroll did the verse probably in like 10, 15 minutes. I remember me and Scooch, we pulled like an 8. We pulled like an 8 in a 2-liter, and we wasn't even halfway done with the pop, man. The nigga Payroll was done with that bitch. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to
Payroll, one of the GOATs for sure.
Well, yeah, Peasy. Yeah. Free Peasy, man. Peasy, that's one of the guys, man. Never denied me. Always did anything he could to help me. Fast, same shit though. You play a beat for Peasy, he gonna be done in 15, 20 minutes. And I got a lot of memories though. A lot of memories from the features.
So man, I know you mentioned that you've been tapped in with a few people that's actually currently incarcerated, like the Peasies. Hard Work Jigs, the Eastside 80s. Can you talk about your relationships with some of those folks?
I talked to Peasy at the spot that I just left. I left there in 18. So, and I think Peasy just got there in 19. So he in Elkton, Ohio. So a lot of the guys that I communicate with let me know he was there. And Peasy active though, so I be talking to Peasy like every week. You know what I'm saying? He good though. Peasy about to come home. Peasy my man, you know what I'm saying? Had a good relationship with him before I left. And when I come home, shit, we gonna continue to build. I'm happy that his career, you know, doing what it's doing now. But y'all definitely gonna look out for me and Peasy with some other shit. 80s. Me and 80s had a bunch of music before I left. When I left though, they took one of my hard drives, and out of the music me and 80s had, I lost it. I had shit with Dex Osama, I lost. Had a lot of shit with John Boy, I lost. But I talk to 80s all the time. He active too. He got him a joint in there. Talk to 80s, he good. He just walking his time down. He in the state joint in Ohio. He in good spirits though, just doing his time and ready to get back home and get to it. Yeah, he good though, man. Every time I talk to him, he say niggas stole the style. He say niggas out there, everybody that stole the style, man.
Yeah, it was a lot of
crazy though. Then when I listen to it, I do hear it. I hear niggas rapping like 80s though, man. Hey, tell niggas they wrong for that, man. Shoot that boy some money or something, man. It's for stealing the style. Niggas know who they is.
Has anybody ever tried to steal your? Well, I don't even want to get off track, man. What about Hard Work Jig? I'm curious to know if anybody ever stole your style too.
Man, I hollered at Jig, man. I hollered at Sada, and I was trying to get Sada to give me his info. I just want to make sure he's straight. I know he. I don't even know what he got sentenced to. But shout out to Hard Work Jig, man. Hopefully somebody hear this and reach out to him, man. Tell him to tap in with me. But yeah, I don't know his situation. I don't know what joint he had or nothing, man. I know he got sentenced though, and Clee told me that he turned himself in, but I don't know what's up with him, man. I hope he alright though. Yeah. Free Jig, man. Somebody here that's tap in with me, man. Tell Jig get with me.
Sure. Yeah, and I was just curious. Have you ever heard anybody steal your since you've been locked down? You heard anybody similar to Microwave? Man, I don't personally think I have, but I didn't know if.
Nah, it be just little niggas be stealing like little shit, but I don't even anything that a nigga do with my shit. You just saluting. You just showing. You paying homage, but I don't think a nigga could steal this shit. I don't think a nigga could mimic it because they can't. You know, can't nobody do this shit how I do it. So.
All right, man. Now that's dope, bro. Well, just lastly, I know you've been locked down, like you said, for 6 years. But you have a son. You know, how has it been? You know, balancing the two. You trying to be a father from behind the wall.
It's difficult because I'm not there. it's definitely difficult when you got your kids and you're not there, but the overall process don't be hard. You know, I got a good baby mama. My old lady, she easy for me. She keep me relevant in his life, and with the decisions being made to affect his life, and so you know, she don't make it. It's not hard. She don't make it a hard process easier for me. I know a lot of niggas have bad baby mamas, so the process be all fucked up. But I feel like mine be cool. Best is me not being there, but it still be challenging because I'm not there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I feel like anytime when you're trying to raise a child and you're not there, it's gonna be challenging. But for the most part, I feel like it'd be best that it could be with the situation.
Right, and I can only imagine. And I was curious to know because I saw you put something on your on social media before about him. I think it was one of his birthdays or something like that.
Yeah.
And you had put a post up, and I was like, man, I definitely wanted to ask you about that.
Yeah, that's my nigga, man. That's my nigga. I FaceTime him every day, talk to him every day, man. Just keep him on track, man. You know, teaching him about, trying to talk to him about the you know, how stuff go on out there, and you know, he'll be 8 this year, so just trying to do best I could, man.
Okay. So he's still pretty young then. You said.
Yeah, he's sharp though. You know them out there, they be sharp. They be sharp at a young age with that technology.
Man, well, just lastly, are you keeping up with the music scene now, and just how do you pass your time? You know, while you're in there.
I read a lot. I definitely keep up with music. There's so much new music, but I keep up with all the young dudes who get brought to my attention. Like if I'm on social media and I see something, and it catch my attention, I listen to it. But I talk to a lot of the new artists and just stay in tune with them. You know, when I come home, I can't wait to embrace them and help them. You know, and you know, I feel like one thing that we be lacking is that unity. You know, that unity that all the other states who get their turn. You know, we gotta embrace each other.
Man, that's real. I mean, just curious, what's some of the books you're reading, and who are some of the artists you're listening to?
It's so many new artists that I get brought to my attention that I listen to their music, and I don't get to download their whole project.
I got you.
But I might listen to a song here and there.
I got you.
I don't want to do no name dropping because then it'd be like I left somebody out, and I ain't giving somebody they just do. But as far as reading, man, I done read 300-400 books, man, since I've been gone. I read everything, mostly self-help books, and right now I'm reading some. I can't even see my books, but yeah, I'm a lot, everything, just self-help, financial stuff though, and I read like biographies about people, and I read so much, it's crazy.
For sure. I'm surprised you didn't say you was working on your own books, man. You know.
I wrote 2 since I've been gone. I got 2 books, but I ain't. Everybody was, you know, a lot of people wanted to publish them while I'm here, but you know, I want it done perfectly. I don't want it rushed. So when I get home, I'm gonna end up dropping them.
So man, hey, Microwave, man, you keep your head up in there, bro. It's good news to hear that you're gonna be touching down sooner than later.
Yeah.
It's been a pleasure, man, chopping it up with you, man. Just anything else you want to drop on the listeners before we get up out of here, man. Appreciate you tapping in with AHumbleSoul.
Man, that's all love, man. I appreciate you for reaching out, man, and I want you to continue to reach out to artists, you know, even if they in here or they out there, just continue to do them interviews to shed light on they process. Free all the real though, man. Free 80s, man. Free Peasy, man. Free Hard Work Jig. Damn, I know I'm gonna miss so many people. Free all the real, man. Shout out to everybody who out there working, man. Shout out to my brother Boss Vega. Shout out to my cousin Killer Tay. There's so many people. Shout out to my Street Cred Rich, my Kentucky nigga, man. Man, there's so many people I know. Shout out to L.O.M. Shout out to K Money. Shout out to my cousin Mikey Knight, man.
Sure. When I interviewed Lil Run, man, he had mentioned you too. He said,
Shout out to Lil Ron, man. I forgot. When I was telling you I had so many relationships with producers, Lil Ron stayed right in the hood. Lil Ron stayed right on Avondale. I ain't even know it. One of my mans put me on Lil Ron.
Okay.
When I got hip to Lil Ron, he had did beats for everybody already from the city. But shout out to Lil Ron, man. I done artwork, beats, all that shit, man. Fuck with Lil Ron. And,
most definitely.
Yeah.
Most definitely, man. Well, until next time, man. Hopefully we'll be able to get up, man. When you touch the pavement, man. Get another one in.
When I touch down, I got you, man. This shit'll be over with real soon, man. Real niggas do real things, man. Hold your head, man. Hold your mouth, man. And, you know, it's 10 toes down, man. You know, this shit don't last forever, man. You know, the hard times complement the good times, and vice versa. You know. Man, this microwave checking in one time from behind the wall, man. Live from the motherfucking feds. I ain't dead yet, bitch. Shout out to AHumbleSoul, man. Keep doing your shit, boy.